Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Peter and welcome to Tribe Theory Spotlight, Bali Edition. I am here with James. He has been a web developer of 6 years and he's just been staying here at Tribe Theory for the last month. So what brought you out to Bali?
Not sure really, just seeing things on Instagram and things like that. People working remotely out in Bali, starting businesses. I've always had that entrepreneurial mindset, and even though I'm working as a contractor now back home, I had the opportunity to work part-time remotely for them. So I thought, why not come out to like a tropical paradise, basically?
That's for sure.
Give it a go. You get the 30-day visa for free.
Yep.
So I thought, come out to Bali for 1 month, give it a go, and then maybe come back in a few months' time.
Yeah, so the ultimate goal for you is to do this digital nomad work remote thing, right?
Yeah.
What attracted you to this lifestyle as opposed to staying home back in England?
I think the whole 9 to 5 or 9 to 6, 8 to 6 can get pretty boring.
Yeah.
You fall into a routine. You do the same thing each day. You have to commute for an hour on the trains and things like that. It's living in the busy city is tiring.
Yeah.
And you find yourself getting pretty depressed, to be honest.
For sure. Especially with the weather being crap for months on end, correct?
Well, yeah, definitely. yeah. So I mean, you got the amazing weather out here.
Yeah.
You get to meet loads of cool people every day. There's always constantly new people coming through, especially Tribe. There seems to be lots of new people to meet every day, working on different things,
Cross-pollination of ideas.
Exactly, yeah.
Culture, industries, everything. Right?
So it keeps you engaged and it keeps you sort of excited about things.
Yeah.
It just seemed like a cool place to be.
For sure.
Yeah.
And so when you are trying to make this transition, how would you go about sourcing the type of projects that you'd be working on?
That's the $1 million question, right?
Yeah.
So I have one client at the moment. So this is quite new to me. I'm quite a new contractor.
Yeah.
So I have one client at the moment until the end of the year.
Yeah.
So the idea was to work for them a couple of days a week to bring some income in, and then kind of work on a side hustle at the same time.
Awesome.
So I've got a few sort of app ideas that I want to start building,
cool.
And then try and monetize them.
Gotcha.
For the rest of the year.
And for a non-technical person like me,
Yeah.
Could you explain the difference really between what is a web developer versus that of a traditional software engineer?
The terms are quite confusing and interchangeable.
Oh, okay.
People have different, different explanations of what they are. But the way I would explain it is, a software engineer would typically have like a CS background, computer science background, and they would understand scientific and engineering concepts and stuff like that. A web developer might be more self-taught, and they might be more focused on, just building websites and things like that. Software engineer might be concerned with the engineering principles behind, big applications and things like that.
Wow, that's interesting. And so what are something that you're working on right now that you're excited about?
Like professionally or just like as a side hustle thing?
Both, yeah.
So I currently work for an electric vehicle charge point operator. Oh. So that is a company that builds charge points for people to use, basically.
Yeah.
So the company I'm working for puts charge points on lampposts or street lamps.
Oh,
so it's quite a new concept. So I'm currently working for them to help build the back-end software to communicate with the charge points, the front-end stuff as well for customers to log on and to be able to use the charge points and things like that.
Wow.
I've also got a few ideas I'm not going to go into right now for the side stuff.
Well, I studied environmental science back in university, and I know the importance of environmental protection, and the trend that we're going to is a lot of these electric vehicles. So, do you have any kind of money on any particular pony? What do you think about like the Teslas of the world and the GMs of the world?
It's definitely the future.
Yeah.
Electric vehicles definitely the future. I don't have any money on it.
Yeah.
As
if
yet,
you're a betting man, what would you want to see win out as the car of the future?
As the car of the future?
Yeah.
In terms of technology or company? So obviously Tesla have done some great things.
Yeah.
They're
You're
definitely.
A fan of the product,
I'm a fan of Tesla. Yeah. I'd like to see the prices come down a bit so more people can afford them.
Yeah.
I think people want them.
Yeah.
I think it's just slightly out of some people's price ranges right now. But that's inevitably going to come, and we're nearly there. I think the next 2 years, I think You know, prices are falling down now to like $35,000 range.
Wow.
Another 2 or 3 years, they're going to be down to like $25,000, and that's more in the price range that people can afford.
For sure.
You've got big Chinese manufacturers starting to build lots of electric cars now.
I see.
You've got Tesla competitors as well coming out. So
Ford, GM, all these big boys are out.
even the new brands as well, the new manufacturers. So yeah, they're all sort of going, full on now electric cars. There's loads coming out every year, so it's exciting.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's also exciting that you're working on a project that can help improve the environment as well as get all these electric cars out. And where is it based in the UK?
In the UK at the moment, so primarily London. We do have some sites outside of London.
Gotcha.
But,
so the next time that you're charging over at a UK electric vehicle port, it might be because of your web application.
Well, the one that I'm helping build, yeah. So the name is Chargy. It's that's the company name. Who I'm working for.
Awesome.
So yeah, check it out.
Awesome. And speaking of checking it out, how could people check out your portfolio and potentially work with you?
I don't actually have a website at the moment.
Oh, really?
So
a website
yeah,
developer, not have a website.
yeah. So I don't have a website. But people can contact me on jamesmarkcook@gmail.com.
Perfect. We'll put that in the description below.
Yep. So yeah, that is kind of like where I'm starting now.
Yeah.
So I'm building a portfolio now. I'm going to get my website out there and
awesome.
Yeah, hopefully earn some money.
Yeah. So whenever you're all ready or have your website up, we'll make sure to update it in the description below. And for all other interesting interviews for Tribe Theory Spotlight, please subscribe to Tribe Theory Media. And thank you so much for your time, James.
Thank you.
Yeah, awesome.